So starting the test drive in this Ariya e-4ORCE pretty much drives like a standard Ariya would with just the front wheel drive. But put it into sport mode, it'll pull. Now I'm sure this thing it's not as fast as it would be with a full battery. I literally got this thing with 9%, so that sucks, but still, it'll get it. So still pretty quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the eco mode because I kind of just want to see how that differs compared to the full-on sport mode. And keep in mind, even though this is the e-4ORCE, Nissan kind of took a different route as opposed to everyone else just coming out with stupid fast all-wheel drive variants of their EVs. This is still quick, but that's not necessarily what this is for. You still get pretty good range. This is mostly meant, I think, for snowy conditions because you do get that snow mode as well. So it's kind of what this is designed for, not necessarily as something you could race somebody off the line with, which you could, but it's not as quick as other variants. Oh man, that's fun. So from a dead stop, it really does shine there. Having the all-wheel drive, just having all that torque readily available. Oh man, that's nice. I will say that was quick. And one thing I think people don't realize about EVs is a lot of new cars that I get, you're supposed to go ahead and break them in and get everything a chance to kind of form and all that nonsense, especially like with Corvettes and things of that nature. But with an EV, it's just, you can just get right to it. Now I will say with this Ariya, I have it in eco mode now. I'm probably gonna keep it like that the rest of the test drive with 7%. But I feel like, and I don't know how Infiniti is going to start releasing EVs. I've heard they're gonna have a few here in the next couple of years, but the Ariya should have been an Infiniti in my opinion. I just feel like it kind of has that feel to it. The Pro Pilot system, just how the interior is laid out, having the Bose sound system, specifically this Platinum Plus, I feel like this should have been an Infiniti, and especially for the price point. This one is what, 64, 65,000? Somewhere in the mid 60s, and I just feel like for that kind of money, I'd want an Infiniti badge. That would have been a smarter decision. So you hold this button here, and then you put your blinker on, and it'll actually do the lane changes for you. But again, you have to keep your hand on the steering wheel. So again, for me, that's not okay, but I guess I get it. It's the safest thing to do, and that's about all I have to say about it. But coming down the interstate, that stretch right there, this is one of the smoother riding EVs I've been in. And one thing I like about it is, in typical Nissan Infiniti fashion, the steering is light, but it's not numb. And it's hard to really explain that, but it's a everyday driving vehicle. It's not supposed to be a Mercedes or anything like that, but it does allow for a comfortable ride to go with the beautiful looks that you get on this vehicle. And with it being on an EV platform, the ride is bouncy, but it's definitely smoother than the Mach-E, and I think it's a bit smoother than the Model Y as well. So I like this all-wheel drive torque here. So what that shows me is how much power is being divvied out based on what axle's being hit. So as I start to mellow out, the front wheel system's pulling more. And I like the braking too. It also shows how the brakes are being used, and that's pretty neat. And then based on where you are, just how you're accelerating, how you're braking, the all-wheel drive system will kind of show you which is doing which. And that's something that I don't see a lot of, and it's just very, very responsive. Seems to be very intuitive. So good job by Nissan there. Now, I will say for the money, it's a bit expensive. But honestly, for what you get, I think it's a great option. It's just hard to come into this segment with mid-60s pricing. And I mean, I don't really know. Just everybody's kind of on the EV spectrum for speed, for acceleration. And this is quick, but it's not as quick as a Model Y or a Mach-E, in my opinion. But if you're wanting something that kind of feels like a Mercedes EQE SUV, and you don't necessarily want to pay another 20 grand, but still have mostly all the features, this is a good way to go. And it does have the looks to go with the price, in my opinion. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Nissan Ariya Platinum Plus with e-4ORCE.